Hi, it's Hillary Santana, and I just wanted to be able to bring the strength test to you, okay? So what we do to measure strength is we do a minute push-ups, something upper body, a minute of sit-ups, something mid-body, and then a minute of squats, something lower body, and then we'll ask you to hold a plank just to get a variation on how long your endurance with your whole muscle system works. And then what we do is we have a starting point. Don't worry, if you are not as good at the beginning, you can only go up from here. And then that way we'll go ahead and retest it at the end just to be able to see the incremental value. Okay, so I figured I could do this. I could, instead of having you set your timer and count, I'll set a timer and then I'll show you different forms, okay? There's a form on an email that we send, or you could just write down the numbers. What's helpful for us is to see where you started. For example, we're gonna start with push-ups. We're just gonna get it out of the way. I think it makes your torso lighter too. So different versions of push-ups, guys. Again, it's not about perfection, it's about where are you, okay? Where are you? So if you get started, you could, if you really need a really beginner basis, you can always do it on a countertop. If you have like a kitchen counter, so your angle, it's a little bit easier, okay? I don't want your wrists or neck or anything to be tired from it. So a good push-up position is I'm not gonna have my butt up. I'm gonna go ahead and bring myself hips forward, belly button in, and I'm gonna give a bend and a push, okay? I'm gonna do as many as I can in a minute. Now, old theology would say to go ahead and bring your chest all the way to the ground. If you can do that, mark that. That's not bad at all. And of course, the regular one where you take your feet back, belly button in, and you push and bring it back up. So that's kind of what qualifies as a push-up. Let us know if you do it from your knees. No big deal. But that way, if you do it from your knees and then migrate to your feet, we can talk. Okay, so get ready, get in position, choose what you want, make note of it, and I'm gonna start the timer, and we're gonna do it for 1 minute, and I need you to count how many you do. Ready, set, go. All right, the minute count is on. Great. So if you would, lift your chin up. You're not gonna suck in, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever's on there. You're gonna hold your belly button in nice and tight, like as if you're taking a picture. Yeah, so keep it in, keep doing your push-ups, keep counting. You're doing great. Yes. How far are you? You were curious? Yeah. Almost halfway. Keep doing. Breathe. Take breaks when you need to. Push-ups are kind of like the not most fun. But your pecs and your posture is so important, so we have to add this in to understand how you get better with this, okay? Keep going. Keep going, you're almost there. Yep. Okay. You're almost to single digits. Chin up. Breathe. Did you move from your feet to your knees? It's fine. Mark it down. All right. We have 5, 4. Come on, get it in. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Rest, rest, rest. Good, that one's done. Okay, let's talk about a sit-up. Okay, we're gonna measure these just kind of for general core strength and mobility. Mobility is being able to move through something. A few tips, I don't know if you remember this from long ago. You can tuck your feet under a couch, or have a friend hold them if you have any friends at home that you can do that. In worst case scenario, you can do crunches. We're just looking for progression. So when we measure it, if you do crunches instead, we're gonna cut them in half to make them about relevant to the sit-ups, because the flexion is about half of a full sit-up. Okay, so you can do more crunches than you can sit-ups. So just so I'm not confusing you. If you started being able to do 20 crunches in a minute, but then you could do 40, we're gonna say you can do about 10 sit-ups. It's kind of how we're gonna math it. But sit-ups, we're gonna count as sit-ups because they're big. So, let's talk about what that looks like. I would prefer you to do a sit-up if you can, but if your back's tight or something and you can't, no big deal, crunches. So, a sit-up consists of you taking your hands up towards the ceiling, your feet probably tucked under something, and you're gonna sit yourself up, and you're either gonna bring your hands to your ankles or your elbows to your knees. So maybe like these, if you prefer, and coming up, okay? Try not to go like that, okay? That's throwing yourself. We're all about form, okay? Do the best you can, and that counts as a sit-up. If you are doing a crunch, hands behind the head, either interlace, keep your elbows wide, and you're gonna curl up as high as you can, trying to lift your shoulder blades up, and back down. Holding your navel in gently, and back down. Versus like a, okay, none of that business. So you're gonna squeeze, lift, squeeze, and get a nice pace going. Or sit up, just denote what you did and how many you did, okay? We're gonna get started in a second, and we're gonna do it for 1 minute. Your job is to count, okay? Ready, set, go. Keep counting, good job. Elbows open, good, chin lifted, count. Good. I won't distract you. Count, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Make yourself proud. You got this, girlfriend. Yeah, these numbers are a little smaller than squats. Squats are the best. Keep breathing, keep counting. I know you're curious. We have 15 seconds left. All right, that's get it time. Make yourself proud. Single digits. All right, we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Good. Now take this moment, write down your numbers somewhere, and write down how you did it, just so we can track your progress. Okay. Last but not least is my favorite, it's a girl thing, squats. I can't see my frame, I think I'm in frame, but don't worry, I'm gonna be dropping it low anyways, okay? So, if for some reason squats bother you, like, let us know, we can alter this. I know it's not like quite the same, but if your knees bother you, okay? We care about your knees up in here. I would do hip bridges instead. You're gonna get a million of these, just so you know, but I prefer squats. So if you get the chance to do hip bridges, don't do hip bridges unless your knees hurt, okay? Do squats. We'll get your heart rate up. So hip bridge, if you are not familiar yet, is just where you lift your hips up and back down. It still works, that bottom part of your body, okay? But I prefer squats. So let's talk about squats really quick. I want to make sure to stay in frame. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm not dropping down. Super not good for your knees, okay? You want to stick your butt back and back up tall. Back and back up tall. You do not have to go all the way down to the ground, okay? I'm thinking a little bit 90, a little bit above. Hips go back, okay? Other pro tip on this, be a level alignment. People go right below their hips. Fine, not bad. You're gonna have better place for your pelvis and your hips if your feet are a little bit wider. You're gonna be a little bit more ergonomic, okay? So that's kind of what we want to decipher as a nice little squat thing. I know you're gonna be good at this. So we'll get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, and count. Good, yep. I already meant go when I said that, just hope you're counting. Count. Good. Breathe, drop it like it's hot. Good. Legs are awesome. Give you a lot of good stamina. Keep counting. Or else you're gonna play this video over again. Count it. Good. Pump it. You can always play a good booty playlist when you practice squats at home. I like drop it like it's hot. Keep counting. Let's see, what else do I like? I like drop it low. I like Jason Derulo's wiggle. It's really good. What is that? Back that thing up by Juvenile. All right, keep squatting. Keep it going. You're down to single digits. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Good. Now it is your time to write down that number. Good. Write it down. Write down if you did hip bridges and stuff. Write down what your squats were. It's not a lot of variations on that, but still good. Okay, and the last thing we're gonna ask you to do, and you don't really need me here for this, right? Because it's gonna be personal. So I'm gonna need you to, after you watch this video, end it, pull up a timer. Okay, so not like you're counting down, but you're kind of like counting up. So let me explain. So what I do is I find my timer, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into a plank. Okay, and your goal is to see how long, just off the basis, you can hold a plank, okay? So planks can come in different forms. A general plank that you think about is your thumbs underneath the chest, okay? Not underneath the shoulders, underneath the chest. And you're step back, and you're just gonna see what you got, okay? It's okay to wiggle, it's okay to move. Downward dog doesn't really count, so try to keep it low. And then when you get tired, you'll have like thing running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll hit stop the second your knees touch the ground, okay? To check how long you can hold your plank. Other version, you can also go from your elbows to your feet, and you can also go from your knees to your elbows, okay? We are pro whatever you need to do things based on wrist, etc., etc. But what's very important to us is just to know where you're starting so we can see where you're going, okay? So go ahead and get ready to get your stopwatch going. That's what it's called, stopwatch, not a timer. Stopwatch, and then you can turn off this video and then record your numbers and then give them to us, and we'll be able to help with everything. All right, bye.